This video will guide you through the application process for the FETF 2026 Animal Health and Welfare Grant theme. Read the Farming Equipment and Technology Fund online guidance. Apply for the Farming Equipment and Technology Fund FETF 2026. Terms and conditions, animal health and welfare items and specifications. This video supports the online scheme guidance to help you submit your application. It does not replace the scheme guidance. When preparing to submit your application, you should read the scheme guidance carefully. Check you're eligible for the fund, check that the equipment you are interested in purchasing is eligible, and that you understand the rules that apply. To apply for any FETF grant, you must create a Farming Investment Fund account. If you have not already done so, please see the video, How to Create a Farming Investment Fund Service Account. For the purpose of this video, we will assume you have already created an account. Select Sign in with your email and password. Enter the email address and password combination you used to create your Farming Investment Fund Service account. If you cannot remember your password, select I have forgotten my password. Enter your sign-in email address. We will send a link to reset your password to the customer email address you provided, which should match your personal details registered in Rural Payments Service. This might not be the same as your sign-in email. The email will be sent from no-reply@rpagrants.org.uk. Remember to check your spam or junk folder if you do not receive an email within a few minutes. You must follow the instructions in the email and select the link in the email to activate the account. You won't be able to apply for a grant if you don't do this. If you can't remember the email address you used to log in, select I have forgotten my sign-in email address. Enter your customer reference number. We will send an email containing a reminder of the sign-in email address to the email address you registered with. For the purpose of this video, we will assume you have already registered and you have entered the email and password combination. Select Sign In. For the purpose of this video, we will assume you have previously completed and checked the business information section. If you want to know how to complete or amend the business information, please see the video How to Create a Farming Investment Fund Service Account. To return to a partially completed application, under the Review Status Edit My Application heading, select Review and Edit Your Grant Applications. Once you submit an application, it cannot be changed. You can review or edit any partially completed application by selecting Edit. You can withdraw an application if you wish by selecting Withdraw, but you will not be able to apply again for the same grant theme in FETF 2026. To start your new application, under the Apply heading, select Apply for a grant from the Farming Equipment and Technology Fund. You will need to make a separate application for each of the grant themes available. This means you will need to make separate applications for productivity, slurry, and animal health and welfare if you want to apply for all three grants. If you have already submitted an application for FETF 2026 for any of these grant themes, you can't submit another application for the same theme. In this video, we will cover applying for the animal health and welfare theme. Please see the video Applying for the Farming Equipment and Technology Fund 2026 Productivity or Slurry for more information on how to apply for the productivity and slurry themes. To help you view the guidance while you prepare your application, you can open the online guidance in a separate browser window by selecting View Guidance for FETF 2026 Animal Health and Welfare Scheme. Opens in New tab. For the purpose of this video, we'll select Apply for FETF 2026 Animal Health and Welfare Scheme. A screen will appear showing your customer reference number, also known as CRN, and email address. This must match the personal details held in Rural Payments Service. Select Save and Continue. Please select from the drop-down box the business you are making the application for. Each single business identifier, also known as SBI, you have provided business details for will be in the list. Please make sure you select the correct one. From this point on, if you need to go back a screen, please use the back button, highlighted at the top of the screen. Do not use the back arrow in your web browser as your progress will be lost. Select Save and Continue. The details of the business you selected will appear. Please check they are correct and that the business you have selected will pay for and own the grant-funded equipment. This includes name and status changes of the business. The business email address must match the information held on Rural Payments Service. You can amend these details by selecting View and amend your business details. Select Save and Continue. We will need to know where the items will be located to support any future inspections and checks. Will the items requested in this application be located at the business address provided? Select Yes or No. Select Save and Continue. If you have selected No, you'll be asked to provide the postcode of the location the grant-funded items will be kept. If different items will be at different locations, you can provide up to 3 postcodes. Select Continue. If you selected Yes, you will continue to the next screen. If the items are for use on your own holding, only select No. If you are a contractor applying for items to be used in contract services, select Yes. Select Save and Continue. If you selected Yes, you are a contractor, this screen will appear and you will be asked to provide details of the work you do and any professional organisations you are a member of. Select Save and Continue. The next section of the application is about the Animal Health and Welfare Review. We recommend that you talk to a vet before you apply for animal health and welfare items. They can advise you if the items you apply for will help you improve the health and welfare of your livestock. You may be eligible to apply for a funded vet visit, an animal health and welfare review, as part of the Animal Health and Welfare Pathway. Further details can be found on gov.uk. Have you had an animal health and welfare review? Select the most appropriate response. Select Save and Continue. When was a vet last on site to discuss the health and welfare of your animals? Select the most appropriate response. Select Save and Continue. You will now arrive at the items categories. Having the items and specifications list open in another browser window will help you to navigate this section of the application. The items available are split into 4 categories: cattle, sheep, pig and poultry. In each category, tick the box if you require an item from the category and select Continue. If you do not want an item from that category, do not tick the box and just select Continue. For the purpose of this video, we do not want any cattle items, so we will select Continue. You will be asked to confirm that you do not want any items from the category. Select Continue to move to the next category, or back at the top of the screen to return to the category to make any changes. For the purpose of this video, we do not want any sheep items, so we do not select the tick box and select Continue. In this example, we would like to apply for pig items. We tick the box and select Continue. A list of items in the category will appear. Tick the items you wish to apply for. We will tick FETF 76 Fixed Handling System for Pigs and FETF 312 PI Boot Disinfection System. The list can be long and you may need to scroll down to find the item you require. When you have selected your items, scroll to the bottom of the list and select Save and Continue. You will see a screen giving the selected item details, including the FETF number, the grant amount, and the specification. Check you have selected the correct items and enter in the box the quantity required. We will select one of each. Select Save and Continue. You will see a summary of the items in the category you have applied for, including the grant amount and the score. Check these are correct. If you need to make a change, select Back at the top of the screen. If everything is correct, select Continue. The application will continue through the remaining category. For the purpose of this video, we do not require any items from the remaining category. We will continue past the remaining category. When you have seen all the categories, you will be asked questions about the species you have applied for. You will be asked to provide species-specific information on live numbers for each of the categories you have applied for. If you have applied for cattle items, you'll be asked for a dairy and/or beef numbers and the relevant county parish holding number, also known as CPH. Poultry applicants will be asked for broiler and layer numbers, along with if you are registered with the Animal and Plant Health Agency. You will not be asked for details on species you have not applied for. In this case, we have provided details of our pigs as we have said we want items from the pig category. Enter the approximate number of pigs you have on the farm at any one time, then select Save and Continue. You will then need to provide your CPH number. Please check this number carefully and use the correct 2-digit, 3-digit, 4-digit format. For example, 01, 123, 1234. Please also make sure this is the CPH where the appropriate species are kept. For example, where pigs are registered to this CPH on any movement forms. We also need to confirm if the CPH is registered to your name and address, or that of your client if you are an agent. Select No or Yes. If you select No, you will need to provide a brief explanation. You can also use this box to provide any other information you feel might be relevant. For example, why you have applied for a large number of a particular item, or if you have applied for similar items in the past and would like to apply for more. Select Save and Continue. You will be asked how you became aware of the FETF scheme. Please select the most relevant option from the drop-down box. This will help us understand how to improve our promotion of the scheme to the industry. Select Save and Continue. A summary of your application will now be produced and displayed on screen. Please check this carefully. If you need to change any details, select Change in the relevant section. If you are happy with the details, select Continue. You must tick the declaration box to confirm that you understand and agree to the declaration statements. Please also tell us if you are happy to receive future contact. You will not be able to submit your application until you have answered the questions on this screen. Only when you are happy with your application should you select Submit. Once you have submitted your application, it cannot be changed. Your completed application confirmation will then load. It provides full details of the application you have submitted. You should save this or print it for your records. This is not confirmation you have been offered a grant, simply confirmation we have received your application. You should keep a record of your reference number. It is a unique number to your application and will be used in any future correspondence by RPA with you. You should also quote this number in any correspondence with RPA about your application. An automated email will be sent to your personal email address confirming RPA has received your application. However, please be aware it will not contain the details of your application and is not confirmation that you have been awarded a grant. Select Home to return to the home screen and start another application, or select Log Out to leave your account. If you have any questions, please email fetfenquiries@rpa.gov.uk or call the helpline on 03000 200 301 and select the option for the Farming Equipment and Technology Fund.